It is 10:26 p.m. And I was about to go to bed. And then the spirit said, nope, something's going on. And so I started pulling some cards. And I have 22 cards in front of me. So I will get to the messages that are coming through. There are 22 cards in front of me, so bear with me for the highest good of the entire collective. And for those who are consciously activating themselves and moving into their soul calling, I ask that ancestors be present here and now to protect this space, to protect this reading, and to only call in those who are ready to hear it. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, we, the collective, who are doing works of light, integrating shadows, call in your awareness, your presence, as it's always here. Help me to deliver these messages clearly. Prepare those who come across this video to receive from you, not from me. Okay. How are you? Hope you're well. Having a look at chat now. Hello. All right. So there's some people here, 5 minutes in. All right. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sitting in. Let's get into the energy of this reading. All right. So before I came live, I I pulled an oracle card from the Starseed Oracle. Let's figure out where that sits nicely. Okay. Soul gifts and training. Called. It's time to step up. So this reading is not for everyone. Please use your discernment to ensure that this message is for you. You came to Earth with a double mission: to grow as a soul and bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what is that your soul is calling you towards. For it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of. Others you may just be beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and your soul's gifts, and share your soul's gifts, sorry. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap, and consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. The activation for this card is: I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now, without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I have been training for this for lifetimes. Now, this is why I say this reading is not for everyone. If that card there didn't resonate with you, it's all good. So what I'll do now is I'll type into chat. Please fast forward to the beginning of this video. So everyone who's here with me now, please bear with me. Hello everyone in chat. Hello Amber. And now, with that set, I feel like everyone who engages from here might be able to understand what the pin means, and I can continue without needing to draw too much attention to the reading. After I do read the final card, I will return back to chat and I'll interact with you as we can. So feel free to just take a seat, get comfortable, invite in your ancestors, invite in your guides, source, to your space wherever you're connecting, and yeah, I'll continue. So this reading is for those who are called. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. It is your time. I can put that there. And then this can go here. Alright, I'm going to burn some Palo Santo. Sorry, I know that you might have been ready for me to move on to the reading, but I'm just going to clear the energy so that we can all take what resonates and leave what does not. Ancestors, I thank you for being alive whenever you were. Universe, I thank you for unfolding the way that you have. Source, I thank you for connecting me with all of those who are connecting with you. Earnestly, humbly, willingly. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Eternal Child, please be present here and now through this reading while I tap into the energy of the collective and deliver messages for the highest good of all. I'm going to take a few breaths for my ancestors. Okay, thank you everyone. Here we go. See you at the end of the reading. So, to begin this reading, to know if this reading is for you, I have the Queen of Pentacles here. So this reading is for somebody who is being confirmed by Spirit that the path that you are on, the way that you have been connecting with your reality, the way that you have been giving to those who are in need around you, Source saw it. Your energy has been grounded and it's being returned to you. You'll know this if you're feeling yourself grounded and if you're seeing that the fruits of your labors are bearing fruits. The second card that I get, representing your creativity and intellect. This is the Ace of Swords. And so here I'm feeling that if you're connecting with this reading and if you're feeling as though that this message might be for you, then you're having a great sense of clarity when it comes to the way that you want to express your passion and when it comes to your values. You have a clear way that you want to express yourself and you feel very connected to your source soul mission for here and now while you participate in this earthly reality, this 3D reality. Now, the energy within just those two cards is telling me that this reading is for somebody who has been given an idea or has been given some kind of clarity in the direction of a very long standing generational blessing. This is something that you can begin to perpetuate even now as you connect with this message. All it requires is for you to be able to see it within your mind's eye and begin to really feel what it will require for you to experience that within your 3D. Once you begin to feel, release that. Let it go. Allow divine to come back, take that idea from you, and return it to you recycled. The only way that it is the best way to receive something recycled, mind you, when it's recycled through the divine's hands. Now you're connecting with this more and more. I know that I'm speaking to a few different collectives here. So the people who it's resonating with, those people, you're being shown different paths, different ways, different wavelengths to follow. And because you're following your own wavelength, you're reaching your destination at the expected time. And this is because you're putting in effort towards achieving it here and now. It's no longer just a matter of let's remove any energy that doesn't belong here. With respect. Sky Daddy, please help me. And then the story that comes to mind is the story of a person who was about to experience a flood. And it's a story, it's not real. The person knows that this flood is coming and they pray, God, please help me. And they wait. The flood arrives and the water is about a foot high. And so a car arrives with other people on board, a bus maybe. And they knock on his door and they say, hello, we're here from the military. We're here to help you. No, I've prayed to God. God's got me. I'm all right. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm fine. And so the military person just agrees and continues. They have a job to do. And so the flood continues. It elevates to a point to rush this along where this person needs to stand on top of their roof. And they're consistently praying. They're consistently connected to source consciousness, mind you, throughout this whole experience. And so a boat arrives. And the boat as well has other people who have been picked up, rescued from the flood, much like the bus. And the person on the roof says, no, I'm fine. I'm protected. I'm safe. I'm all right. Go and save somebody else. God's got me. And so this continues to the point where the person's head is barely visible, and so just their arms can wave over the water to draw any kind of attention. Exasperated by this point, surely God sends a helicopter. And by some chance, this helicopter sees the hands waving above the water. And so they lower the rope down, and a rescue person drops down and offers their hand and invites this person who is about to drown to be rescued. No, I'm sure this flood is about to stop. God has got me. I have been praying this whole time. go and save somebody that needs it by this point. And so the rescue person climbs their ladder, boards the aircraft and pulls the rope back up, pulls the ladder back up, and flies away. Overall, I think you know what happens to that person standing on the roof with barely a foot of water before their entire head is covered. Faith will take you where you expect to go, but when you align it with the signs, the wonders that appear for you to perceive at your own time, your life becomes something else. It becomes a relic to time, perhaps, because people can look at your life and gain insight, wisdom, or a stronger connection to reality, because you are not somebody who is going to ignore the signs. You are not somebody who is going to resist asking for help. You are not somebody who is going to work in isolation to achieve everything that is inside of your heart and your mind to achieve. And when you align yourself to your own life path, the limitation becomes you. And so, again, I will say that this reading is not for everyone. But it is for those who are walking a path and are beginning to feel reality, gravity, the universe bending towards to offer a hand. So in your creativity and intellect position, you've got the Ace of Swords. That's talking about the clarity that you're experiencing here and now. In your career and wisdom position, I've got the Four of Wands. This here is talking about your stability, really. Because this is the internal 9 still. You're somebody who has managed to bring stability to all areas of your reality. And so you're playing a different game. You're playing as a different character. You know that you can use your ego to manipulate reality as everybody else does. But you now know that you don't have to affect anybody else's will, and you don't have to affect anybody else's experience. You now can have your experience at your own leisure. And this is on the back of a lot of shadow work. You have done a lot of work that has not gone unrecognized, even though the accolades may not be coming through from the 3D experience. Your ancestors are cheering for you. Your ancestors are present in your reality as you achieve all of the things that they may have set out in their life for someone in their line to achieve. And I'm seeing a moth flying around all of a sudden. And so this energy that you're exuding here and now, this energy and the wavelength that you're participating with and as in reality, it's unfolding at a rapid pace. The unfolding is occurring at the speed of the Eight of Wands. So after you find stability, after you see clarity, after you ground yourself into your experience in the way that you're supposed to experience, mind you, you begin to have this movement in your love arena within you. Where is this going? You're at a spot now where you can perceive ahead of time the people that are going to benefit the experience that the collective is going towards, or the people that are going to need extra attention and then be able to benefit. There is an attitude shift of everybody has potential. 6 of Wands. Everybody can win at the same time. I'm sorry, I just burped 3 times in a row. And to make up the difference for the 6 of Wands for the 8 of Wands that I'm talking about, the 2 of Wands, you're able to perceive exactly where you need to go and who's coming with you. You're not so much concerned about who is pulling attention towards themselves. You're genuinely interested in delivering what you came here to deliver. There's nothing about your experience that requires you to commit to it or attach to it in a way that you're not willing to and that you're not ready to either. So you can play with reality as you are prepared to. So prepare yourself. Allow yourself to be prepared for any kind of quick movement that you may feel in your internal experience before you attach any kind of feeling to it or any kind of definition to it, so that then when it does manifest, it manifests organically. It manifests without your effort. It manifests without your control. It manifests purely from your willpower. Hooly dooly. And then in the willpower and emotion position, I'm getting that you're exerting a very stable kind of patience right now. You're watching all of the patterns of life unfold for you, for those around you, potentially watching for those that will come after you if you're looking at being a parent or if you are a parent. You're watching life unfold in front of you and you're making decisions which will be a foundation for those that come after you. People may experience hardships after your lifetime, but because you were willing to do generational curse breaking type work, generational healing type work, you've been able to stabilize the people that will come after you and offer them a opportunity within a higher timeline because you were willing to go that little bit further for yourself to experience more. And that's an okay desire to have for the collective experience. If you're wanting to fulfill your own desires, then you're fulfilling your soul's call. You're fulfilling your mission here. As long as you're not needing to lie to anybody or needing to harm anyone, you can fulfill every single desire that you've got within yourself. And genuinely, this will pull you forward to give yourself permission to experience these things without guilt, shame, or resentment. You are on a path of enlightenment. I think I have said enough times. This message is not for everyone, so please, if you are not resonating with it, swipe along. It's okay. I will be back, and hopefully a message will come through for you that you are resonating with all the way through. And if you're not resonating with all of this message, which I don't expect everybody to be resonating with 100% of this message, you're obviously someone who's using discernment. So I can trust that you will take away the messages that are for you and leave everything else behind. So after you experience this, I guess, period of patience through that 7 of Pentacles, watching everything unfold, you then go through another experience when you are looking towards the collective and when you are perhaps perceiving your own mirrors within the collective. This is the Knight of Cups. And this card here tells me that you're ready to communicate whatever this thing that you've been able to witness through your patience, literally, through your taking actions. through you stabilizing everything that you need to stabilize within you to do what you're here to do. And you asserting yourself where you need to assert yourself in order to gain the clarity that you need so that you can stay grounded in your experience in the here and now, so that you can stay down to earth, so that you can stay connected to all of the things that impact you and draw you in to the experience without losing consciousness. This is where this collective is going. I might just quickly have a look at chat, make sure everything's okay. Hello, Amber, how are you? Hello, Ramshri, Rich, Duncan, g'day, how are you everyone? Hello, thank you for bearing with me. I'm just checking to make sure no one's being disorganized and disorganizing things. So yeah, thank you everyone for sitting with the energy, and yeah, know that just because of what I quickly absorbed in what I was looking at, just know that each and every day is a new opportunity to take a new action, or even to continue taking action in a certain direction. Much like water over time can change the form of stone, in the same way that it takes a very long time for stone to change form. You can bring about the things that are for you within your experience in time as well. And give yourself time, give yourself patience. I think that's come through as well. Yeah. With this one, the Seven of Pentacles talks about patience there. Being able to see where you went wrong and augment, change, direction, pivot. Which is a good segue for me to continue on in the reading. In the way that you are expressing your passions. This card here is the Six of Pentacles, and the energy that I'm receiving from this card is generosity. The way that you've been participating with reality, the way that you've been giving of yourself to the experience, maybe you've been burning the wick at both ends. I think that however this card specifically is resonating for you, generosity has a limit. You can't overextend yourself in situations, specifically in relation to work, in relation to personal relationships. The reason why is because this may become an expectation, or even may become a benchmark that people expect you to meet in the future. Now, different story if you're someone that is willing to overextend yourself for the people that are important to you. And I know that I'm talking to a collective here that does feature that within themselves. But what I'm speaking to here is your burnout factor. Please meter yourself in a way that allows you to remain completely yourself, completely authentic, but also in a way that honors your journey, your adventure, your entire mission that you're here to fulfill. Because if you burn out, who's going to pick up where you left off? You need to be able to meet the world head on in the way that only you know how, because nobody should be able to tell you how and when you're ready to move. But whenever you are feeling this energy, this is when you should just take an extra moment to calculate, okay, am I overextending myself here? Are there ways that I could be doing things more efficiently at work? Am I overextending? Have I overextended? Give yourself a moment to actually take a moment to take stock of the way that your relationships are unfolding. Because if you're somebody who is resonating with this, you are somebody who needs to be more careful with the way that you use your 24 hours in the day. Now, there are 7.3 billion people plus almost 8 billion people. And that's just on this planet. I don't know how many people are on any other planet, because if they're out there, they're not answering back. So I don't know why Earth is being blacklisted, but yeah, maybe blacklisted, just visited constantly. I don't know. That was a bit of a tangent, sorry. And the way that you're expressing yourself right now, this is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, really, the energy coming through here, is leadership. You're expressing yourself in a way that is balanced, metered, energetically in sync with what collective requires of you and what you're desiring from the collective experience. And therefore, you automatically become somebody who is a leader or who is being pushed forward into a position of leadership in whatever capacity this is. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get that promotion. I'm not saying that you're going to find that relationship that you've been looking for and it's going to be so fulfilling. I'm not saying that you're even going to fulfill your dreams anytime soon, because the energy of the King of Pentacles is somebody who has been playing this game aware and knows exactly what they're here to do. But I do know that this is for a collective here who is connecting with this message and knows exactly what's coming for them, because you know exactly who you're connected to, and they don't hide anything from you. They reveal to you everything as it's supposed to be. And so you just appear faithfully within the experience as an option. And you know that because you're doing this work, everything that comes towards you is something that you can deal with, manage, and continue to fight through. Just, I say that because this card looks like Conor McGregor. Oh, that card was your being and becoming. I don't normally shift all the way around there, but anyway. After this, even before this was supposed to be, before the King of Pentacles, it was supposed to be the Four of Wands. But anyway, things don't happen by accident. Everything happens for a reason. You're stabilizing. Four of Wands is all about stability. I think I've already said this. I did say this. I think, oh no, I said that for that. But anyway, it came through as it did. Oh, I don't know what I've said. I tried to write notes on the left, but yeah. This is in your work and your career and wisdom position. So, the way that you're expressing your energy, once you realize who you are, once you have this becoming, even, once you fight for what is happening for you, because you know what's happening for you, that's easy. For what's happening for others, that's another task, but you're also somebody who can perceive those things if you're willing, if you're wanting. And the way that you're stabilizing all of this into your reality really is giving you... Oh, no, I did read that before. No, now I'm on the foundation. So after the King of Coins, foundation, sorry, that's where I got confused. It goes to the Knight of Pentacles at the foundation. That's where we went wrong. Thank you very much. So at the foundation, the 9th card, this is the 9 of Pentacles. So here I'm feeling like you may have many hats, you may have many aspects that you participate with in reality. And so you've got a lot of experience. You've been somebody who's been willing to participate with the collective experience, and you've been willing to literally experience anything that comes your way because you know that this expands you. And this card here really is talking about expansion for me, or for you. Sorry. To me, for you, better said. And this expansion requires a certain amount of attention. Attention that I lost just then when I was trying to read the reading. Goodness gracious. But this Knight of Pentacles, it's a lot more forgiving than the energy of where you've become and the King of Pentacles energy. That King of Pentacles really communicates effectively, it's clear, it's concise, it's to the point, and it's because of the years of experience. This Knight of Pentacles really just wants to explore. And that's why you've been willing to connect with the experience or the collective in the way that you have connected with the collective and the experience. And so, g'day Razia, jump back to the beginning for me. Thank you. That's where the reading starts. How are you? I'll see you at the end. And when you're on this path of expansion, I mean, the way that you can have visions and move forward, the way that you can literally have this internal passion that just steers you in a new direction and things just become fruitful, and also the way that you've just been able to present yourself in the most emotionally balanced way. There's no fear, there's no anxiety, there's just a willingness to participate with the collective experience. So, with that, those were the first 9 cards for this 22 card spread, and I'm going to go on to read the next 13 cards. 12 cards that I read first will be representative of the ascendant, wherever you find that in your chart, whatever zodiac that is. And from here again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general collective message, so not everything's going to stick, and don't try and make it stick because you're just going to hurt yourself in the long run. So leave whatever is not for you for someone else, and that's that. I'm getting a clear pressure balancing happening in my ears, both left and right, and it feels like a circular kind of ringing. So I'm going to have a drink, have a look at chat, and then g'day everyone, how are you? If you're joining just now, thank you very much. I just got real cold and I can't see my poncho. Wait, what the? Anyway, I can put a flannel on. Where did my poncho go though? That's weird. Oh no, I set it over there. Sorry, I'm a silly duffer. Sorry everyone. I know that might have been a bit of a disruption from the reading. I'm suddenly drawn to light an incense. I'm lighting up dragon's blood. But I can begin with the first card on the 12 verbally, which is the Knight of Wands. Now, this card here excuse me, this card here is telling me that you are someone who has self-actualized or identifies with the energy of adventure. Now, the way that you seek adventure may vary and it ranges. Your adventure may come from seeking thrills, the easiest thing to touch on. This could be skydiving, this could be scuba diving, this could be four-wheel driving, This could be adventure sports. Or it could be a different wavelength altogether. It could be finding the perfect walk, the perfect sunset, the perfect beach, the perfect holiday escape location. And anywhere in all of that. But you are somebody who is embodying adventure in your real everyday life. Sorry, I'm just putting the incense in my incense holder. Now, within the values and resources position, the second position on the clock, we do have the Tower. Now, this here is typically quite heavy. But here and now, I'm feeling the energy of freedom and revelation. So you're someone who's been able to achieve balance within your own values. You're somebody who's been able to achieve balance and draw in resourcefulness as you require. You're somebody that uses the energetic current of the universe, interacts with God in the way that you do, and is inspired to take action, to move in a direction that almost creates the earth beneath your feet. Because maybe you're carving a path that other people have not been willing to walk towards. And it's because of your sense of adventure. It's because of your sense of freedom to experience every part of reality that draws your awareness, draws your attention. And this is a great thing to have realized, to have manifested within your experience, because the very next card that appears is the Queen of Swords. Now, this is in your third position. And here it's kind of telling me to tell you that you're tapped into a higher intelligence. You're tapped into an intelligence that is giving you guidance as you require, as you ask. Because you're somebody who is aware that when you attach your clarity to your stability, and you're willing to communicate, or you're able to communicate to the right people at the right time, that's you tapping into your intelligence. That's you communicating effectively with the universe and with the experience. That's you learning how to operate your experience so that you experience everything that you're here to experience. Sorry, I said that way too many times. And nobody can lead you to where you're supposed to be going. Your path is so unique to just you that when you feel that you need to deviate or turn off, you will. You won't participate with everything that's occurring in the here and now, because you know that your energy is deserving of being poured into the right things, knowing that when you pour your energy out, you deserve to have an equivalent exchange with the universe, at the very least. It's not saying that you're doing things to try and make sure that people pay you back. No, that's a very different energy. That's a very different attitude. That's a lower vibrational attitude. What I'm saying is, you trust that the energy that you put out will come back to you. And that's because it always has for you, whoever's resonating with this message. Oh. And that's only confirmed by the way that you have so much good fortune coming through inside your life experience. You've got the beautiful chandelier, you've got the beautiful clothes, you have the beautiful family, the pets, the the house, the couch. Like, you have a life that is enviable to others. Now, this may vary in different ranges. Like, you may not have all those things, but you may actually have freedom. Freedom that you've gained from accessing your sense of adventure. This comes to you because you've been willing to participate with yourself. You've been intelligent enough to know that when you pour your energy out, it comes back to you tenfold. So good fortune is just a big part of your adventure. And so anybody that decides to watch, anybody that decides to participate, anybody that decides to connect themselves to your wagon, because you know that your wagon is not fueled by your means, it's fueled by source consciousness. So even if people hitch themselves to your wagons, they're doing the divine's work by accident. It's a win-win. And that's why you show up the way that you do. That's why you're not shying away from opportunities to take space equivalent to your energy within the field. And when you do this, literally, when you do this, your creativity is blasted outside of regular capacity. You begin to experience the full pleasure that reality can offer you and the full pleasure that you're seeking from reality. It's almost, by this point on the clock, a birthright for you. It's cosmic timing that you just decide or accept that you've been living this life for as long as you have, and for whatever reason, you are still alive. You are still intact with your mental faculties. You're still able to achieve everything that you want to achieve with your physical body. And so the limitations become very few and far between. If anything, when you bring light to those limitations, you free yourself. Because the next card is the Page of Wands. This card here is telling me that you are increasing in your sensitivity at a big rate. Your ability to be aware of other people's anger, fire increasing, even timidness, fire decreasing. Your ability to take the temperature of the room is what gives you the ability to act the way that you do and the way that you have. G'day Shirley, how's it going? I'm on the 6th card of the outside clock. So what does that mean? I'm on the 16th card. Yeah, this reading is not for everyone, but for those that it's for, I want to say thank you for connecting, thank you for interacting, and thank you for stopping in. But for those who it's not for, I will be back for another message. So yeah. Good morning to Shamal. Hello, Amber. G'day. I've got my email and a donation linked on my channel description. So if you jump to my channel, you can see my email and you can email me about that. I will respond literally. But yeah, I don't jump into people's pages after I do a reading. I wait for people to reach out to me. I also, good time to say, I guess, I won't reach out to you unless it's to collaborate, but then you're going to see my face eventually, so catfish won't get you that way. Yeah, that's all I'll say on that. I don't really want to dip out of this energy. It's too solid. It feels like it's solidifying with every card that I share. So here is the 7th card. This card here is responsible for your relationships and your contracts. Page of Cups, right? Ooh. Page of Wands was about your enthusiasm. Page of Cups is about your sensitivity. Anyway. Enthusiasm, sensitivity, 2 pages, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. If you know, you know. Life makes a whole bunch of random chaotic sense when you just allow the process to unfold as it wants to, without any limitations, without any fear that you're going to experience lack, because that's not something that's scripted into your timeline unless you give it awareness. And so when you focus on the things that literally are being brought to your awareness, and the things that bring you joy and bring you excitement when you participate with them, this is when your whole experience unfolds for you. For you. Whoever this message is resonating for. Now, slight trigger warning maybe. I don't know. But the Ten of Swords can be a difficult energy to deal with. But when it's in the transformation or the sex position, I used to have power in this position because it was an easier way to ambiguify. I don't even know if that's a word, the word sex, but anyway. I've got the Ten of Swords. And this card here is talking about making excuses. So if you are somebody who is resisting stepping into the fullness of your own power, if you are somebody who is resisting walking in alignment with everything that is calling to you inside of your heart, inside of your experience, to live in, to experience, to do, then at this point, your transformation will be blocked. You will have to wait. You will have to pass a karmic cycle to learn the lesson again, or to integrate the lesson that's blocking you from just accepting reality as it occurs. Now, this may be a conflict of the mind. This may be coming from a place of worry or anxiety, but once you release everything back to source, everything back to God, everything back to the Heavenly Father and the Divine Mother, like literally, and you embody the experience of the Heavenly Divine Child, that's when you elevate through this card's experience and you go back to the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords came up in another reading. I'm not supposed. I won't talk about that here and now. But what occurs from here? You actually making that choice, moving through indecision, stepping out of resistance, standing in acceptance. This is where, again, you're given the opportunity to find balance, or to take and make the decision that is only open to you to do, to have, to experience. The energy coming through with this card as I look at it is the energy of Ma'at, the one who will weigh your heart at the end of your experience, and fingers crossed your heart is not heavy. But I know that you're somebody who is making your experience light. You're somebody who is literally moving towards everything that's for you. So you're releasing your heart from all of the burdens of desire, and you're experiencing the things at the pace that you're comfortable and willing to experience them. That's why you're experiencing such a balanced reality here and now. This only progresses because that card there was about your belief in expansion, and this next card is all about your career and your reputation. And really, the energy that I'm feeling with this card here is talking to me about the security that you're about to be feeling. The security that you've developed for yourself, you've done the work, you've gone through the cycles, you've gone through the seasons, you've tested your product, you've tested every market, and you know now that the niche that you are trying to attach yourself to is available. Because all that is required is for somebody to show up, stand in all of the frequency of this sureness and this willingness to experience what could be out there for you, for me, for us, and just knowing that saturation isn't a thing that you're worried about because you know that there are 8 billion people on the planet and you're not trying to capture everyone's attention. This reading really isn't for somebody who wants to be king of the world. This reading is for somebody who is not greedy. Somebody who is actually very generous with their experience. That's where you get this 10 of Pentacles here. You're somebody who knows that the more that you give to your experience, the more that you're willing to, the more that you're able to receive back from it, because you can't receive with full hands. You can't receive with a heavy heart. So you have to process whatever needs to be processed so that you can release yourself into your calling, your mission, your life's adventure. And Frodo leaving his house with Gandalf is suddenly coming into my head. I'm going on an adventure. And this might unfold for you really quickly. This might unfold for you in a timely manner, or this may actually just take the rest of your life to realize. But by the time you remember to look back, all of the ground that you've covered is solidified into your experience and yours. Nobody can take your experiences away from you, and that's why you're banking them. That's why you're willing to go out and experience this adventure. That's why you have literally become clear, stable, actionable, and patient. You communicate with your reality. You literally give as often as you can because you know it comes back to you anyway. You lead with authenticity. You're expanding in the way that you want to. It's giving you more opportunities to chase adventure. You're really being revealed the whole secrets of the universe, and it's free for you to take at your own pace. You just need to be willing to step towards the thing that's calling your attention, because it's calling your attention for a reason. Is anybody else seeing what you're seeing? Is anybody else doing what you're doing? Is anybody else showing up the way that you know you can show up? Are you looking for content, swiping through content, trying to scratch an itch that you don't know what's going to satisfy it? Start participating with reality. Give yourself the opportunity to try. What is the reward of trying? What if it's success? And for those that are connecting with this message, and for those that have literally hung on with me for the duration of this message, I know that this is for someone, for a collective of someone's, for one of the tribes, if not 3 of them. Yeah, a whole element. You're just moving into this period where literally, with this 9 of Swords in reverse, you're able to move on from the things that don't serve you. You don't hold on to the things that are going to overburden you. You let them go. You let them sink to the bottom of your emotional chasm, but you don't let them go before you process them. And that's what's giving you this seed reward. That's what's giving you this ability to hold something for the future. You know that by you moving on from whatever situations no longer serve you, you moving towards the things that are calling you, this is what your soul's been calling to you since you were a child. Now that part might not resonate with everybody, but if that part does, you have achieved, by the time we get to the 12th, the second last card on the clock, you have achieved independence. You have successfully combated your inner demons and been willing to see your shadows for what they are. They are unfulfilled desires that you can choose to focus on or walk away from. It's up to you. And you know this now. This demon on your shoulder is no longer a demon. It's a reflection of your internal desire that needs to be perceived through light. And when light is brought to this, potential is unlocked. Your independence within your 3D reality becomes unlocked because you continuously will follow adventure and your own independence through this cycle. So if you're connecting with me for the first time here tonight, hello, how are you? My name's Chris. I'm the Aussie Alchemist. And if you're reconnecting here tonight, then well done. If this is resonating for you, please continue to do what you're doing because we need you as the collective. We, the 11 other houses, require you to show up as you are, to show up willingly, able to participate the way that you want to, because this is what frees us to participate the way that we want to. Ooh. And that independence is literally gonna be the most infectious, the most viral, if you will, just because COVID all of a sudden appeared in my head just then, aspect of who you are and who you've come to be here and now at such a time as this, literally. Because the last card that appears for this reading is the Hierophant. Not only are you someone who's breaking traditions, but you're somebody who's bringing about a new way of being led, a new way of non-conforming. You're somebody who rejects ignorance, literally. You're somebody who shares spiritual wisdom because you know the impacts it has on the quantum field. You're not shying away from trusting your intuition and offering people the same opportunity for themselves. You're creating this experience as you go, and the rewards for that are not just going to be felt within this lifetime. You're going to feel them in each of your lifetimes, even your previous ones. You're going to change the paradigm for your soul. This is the message that's coming through here and now. So again, I will say, this reading is not for everyone, but for those that it's for, I hope it finds you, and I hope that Source has been able to use me effectively to deliver this message. I apologize if I have butchered anything. I apologize if I have missed anything, but for those that this message resonates with, I know that you will take this away to your spiritual closet and seek confirmations, as this should be a confirmation for what you've been asking the universe lately. I'm not seeking to be your narrator. I don't really seek to be anything more than a light amidst the full experience that can offer you a direction, whatever that direction is. And so, yeah, thank you everyone that's connected with this moment. Thank you everyone that this energy pertains to. This reading was huge. It's the most amount of energy that I've ever received and channeled. And the only reason that this message has made it through to the live is because I was going to go to bed, but as soon as I got into bed, it was like awake and I could not feel restful. So yes, I'd like to read an oracle card from the Blue Angel Oracle. Oh, and I just lost the page. Bear with me. There we go. This card here is Dragon Magic. This card represents a portal through which dragon consciousness can interact with human consciousness. Dragon consciousness is becoming more and more accessible. The powers of the elements air, water, fire, and earth are called upon to restore balance. Dragon brings good fortune and magically transforms a situation in your life. Call upon reason, strength, and self-assurance. And through dragon energy, these powers will be granted to you. This auspicious time brings favorable and tangible results. A quote by Maya Angelou: "Open your eyes to the beauty around you. Open your mind to the wonders of life. Open your heart to those who love you. And always be true to yourself." Okie dokie. That was a message. I don't know who that's for, but if that was for you, let me know by leaving a like. That'll let me know you resonated. If you want to share more details, you can leave a comment, but not required. If you want to keep receiving messages in the way that I, myself, Chris, can deliver messages, then hit that subscribe button. But if not, then it was a pleasure to read for you, and I hope that you can continue this journey, because we, the collective, are receiving so much by you participating in this way. The word legendary comes out when I just said what I said. And if that's what you're called to live life like, then go for it. Don't settle for anything. Please achieve your highest good, because that will elevate everybody within your collective experience to the place that you will achieve as well. If not in this lifetime, the next. Just know that the quantum field really does appreciate the way that you're showing up. And we do. We all see you. We all see what you're doing each and every single day. And we really do appreciate everything that's happening through you. So, whew, thank you, Spirit. I feel like I'm off the hook. I'm just going to ask my Learner Tarot deck if there's anything else. Spirit. Anything else that needs to be said here and now? I don't think so. My voice is going scratchy. It's way past my bedtime. It's 11:39 just now. I'm going to say thank you for connecting. From here, I'm going to have a look at chat and interact with people that have been hanging out in chat. But yeah, follow your own internal driving mechanism. You should always use discernment, and you should always take what resonates. Well, you don't even have to take what resonates. It's up to you. Just, if this is resonating, great. And if not, leave it behind. It's for someone, if not you. And yeah. Beautiful energy in that reading. I'm just going to pack up my cards, because that message was so specific. I won't be reading personal energy from it. cleared the air again. Might grab a glass of water. Oh, my drink bottle, actually. So with that Hierophant, final word, if you're breaking traditions, keep doing it. Source got you. Source genuine got you. All right. Hello. Thank you everyone for stopping in. Special shout out to the people who are in the top fans. Thank you. I'm gonna switch it to live chat. That moth is crawling up my wall. Jamal, hello. Peace. How are you? Lots of love to you. Shirley, I'm grateful for you being here. I'm grateful you caught this. I'm grateful something moved for you. Like I said, I really didn't know who this was for, so yeah, grateful that you were able to join and connect with this message. Nettie, good day. Hello, how are you? You're the best. I think you know that. Keep going. Shamal. Jamal, I don't know if you're happy or not happy with the angry face. I was like, oh, is this going to be angry? Seems like it's okay because your chatting afterwards was okay. It was happy. So I think it's okay. Anyway, Nettie, first time. Cool. Wicked to see you. Wicked to meet you. Glad we crossed paths. I know that the algorithm is weird. So yeah, glad we crossed paths. Amber, thanks for chilling with us. I'm just scrolling up. So this might be the wrong way to do this, but yeah. Razia, hello again. Srada, hello. Who else was here? Shashi, hello, how are you? I hope the reading was beneficial to you. Duncan, g'day, how are you? Yes, it is a free energy reading. And I am back at the beginning of the chat, so cool. All right. I'll put that back down there. And this is a good point to say. Thanks everyone for joining. I genuinely was on my way to bed, so it's 11:44 on the clock here in Victoria, so I will catch you all on the flip side. See you another time.